All right, you guys, this is insane. I'm gonna switch this out real quick. Hold on. Hold on to your dig, bitch. We're doing this again. What you're doing is a sin. Hold on to your dig, bitch. You a simp, 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 simp. You a simp, 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 simp. And then through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong. And down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. Yeah, fucking live chat ain't working. What the hell? Like and subscribe. And I'm loving angels instead. Will Bitcoin actually go to $100,000 tonight? Is that going to happen? Will the internet make it so? And also, as Bitcoin goes up, I continue to bet against it very, very hard. I love the fact that people put all as much money as they can into something worthless. It's worthless, man. And the thing is, anything that goes up that rapidly is bound to go down that rapidly too. A lot of people are underestimating this big time. And yeah, this is wild. I need to buy more Biddy. We're at 23.55. Let's do this. Fuck yeah, dude. This is going to be huge. So Biddy is actually going down really rapidly, but it only goes down because when Bitcoin goes up, it does the Biddy does the inverse of whatever Bitcoin does. So inevitably, when Bitcoin goes up on these bull runs, I'm typically buying one share of Biddy here, one share of Biddy there. I'm also buying on the overnight market on Robinhood for the Biddy. So being able to buy the Biddy on the overnight thing is really great because I just keep buying the dip. I will always flip as I buy the dip. Now it's finally fucking working. All right. I'm assuming when people see something like that where it says Garza, how's your biddy doing? They low key probably think that you're talking about my dong. That's the way it goes, man. Dude, we're about ready. We might be able to see some damn history tonight, and of all the nights to see Bitcoin go to 100,000, could because Bitcoin's at 96,886. How much you want to bet that the moment it hits $100,000 per coin, there's going to be a lot of auto sell-offs, basically, that like when it hits that focal point. But yeah, no, when Bitcoin is at $96,863 per coin, buying the Biddy, in my opinion, is the only logical thing I can do. Everybody talk to a financial advisor. Obviously, you don't want to just do what I do. You want to kind of figure out your own thing, and I really think that's always a healthy thing to do. But yeah, this is wild. Gotta check something real quick. Hold on to your dick, bitch. We're doing this again. Oh, by the way, how does the audio quality sound? If it sounds a little choppy or a little shitty, please let me know. Because I'm always trying to find ways to improve the audio and make this damn show sound excelente. But yeah, it's wild to watch Bitcoin go up the way it's going up and all that. And like I said, I even have a pretty big position in Bitcoin itself because I got in early, so the position just keeps growing. And well, I don't believe in Bitcoin whatsoever. I still think it's incredible to see it go up, see people pumping and dumping it. It's a glorified pump and dump scheme, and there's going to be a lot of people out there who are just like thrilled about this. But the thing is, man, Bitcoin's just worthless, and it just, as far as assets go, it should never be really considered an asset or even a currency, because even it does a poor job of being a currency. But yeah, yeah, it's funny because as it goes up on this bull run, I just see this as such a huge opportunity to bet against it. Because the best time to bet against Bitcoin is when everybody thinks Bitcoin's going to go up forever. When everybody starts talking about Bitcoin, that's my favorite time to bet against it. But, talk to your financial advisors, obviously. I use the BIDI ETF. It's not for everybody. Bitcoin is a volatile product, but honestly, volatility is how I make money swing trading. So that's usually my shtick. I just love swing trading, dude. It's the fucking tits. Damn, it's at 97,000. Now 96,993. Okay, we're getting there. So 97,000, like 97,050 and $50. Yeah, this is just a really huge opportunity. This is truly a very wild situation. This is crazy, man. Are we witnessing history? Yeah, go Bitcoin, go for it. This is wild, man. My gains are keeping up, sort of. Yeah, they're keeping up, at least for the most part, but damn. Of all the nights, man, we might be witnessing some crazy history here. Look at these nuts, says sounds crispy. My man. But yeah, dude, this is we're witnessing $100,000. Possibly. It's right there at the precipice. For all we know, right before it hits 100,000, it may not hit $100,000 at all. Once it gets really close, I'm pretty sure a lot of the wealthy people who own Bitcoin are going to sell off every part of their position. Because here's the thing. Bitcoin in itself is a Ponzi scheme. And I hate to say it, but it is a Ponzi scheme that a lot of poor people partake in it. And the only reason it's up is there's enough dumb money out there to keep trying to pump up the price. And there's a lot of institutional investors who are not even selling their Bitcoin because they know there's going to be a lot of buying pressure from a lot of the retail dummy investors, right? I'm not a big fan of retail investors, man. I think I love hedge funds, man. Fuck the retail investors. If retail investors are going to act like gamblers that don't know how to gamble, then they deserve to lose their money. I have a couple of Honda CRF 450 dirt bikes in my garage because of Bitcoin, but I sold after losing 40K in about an hour. Vegas is a better gamble. Yeah, I love betting against it. So the thing is, when Bitcoin goes up on these runs, this is really the time, in my opinion, to start really betting against Bitcoin. That's just my philosophy on it. You know, everybody do your own thing. Um, but yeah, like how crazy is this gonna get? I just, if Bitcoin keeps going up, good for Bitcoin, but this is just too insane for me, man. I mean, Bitcoin going to 100,000 just seems too far fetched, even for me. Like, something about that just doesn't seem right. But it definitely lowered my average cost for the biddy, that is for sure. You a simp, 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 simp. You a simp, 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 simp. Hold on to your dick, bitch. I'm going for a spin. Hold on to your dick, bitch. We're doing this again. All right, let's see. Actually, I got a pretty good amount of overall equity there. Nice. Okay. It's versus. Yeah, I just feel overall right now with my biddy holdings, I've got the biggest advantage right now over everybody. Um, Damn, dude. It's wild to see this go up the way it's going up, though. But yeah, I just got to keep honestly buying the dip for the biddy. I just don't see any other choice. Let's see. Michael Donaldson says, "What's up, Garza? Guess I should check my Bitcoin, my Clickcoin, dude." So yeah, I still think Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. I don't care how high the price goes, because the more rapid the Bitcoin goes up, the more I'm convinced it's a Ponzi scheme of a digital kind. Um, am I still betting against it? Obviously, yes, 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 and yes. I just think that there's no other way around it. I just don't know how anybody can look at Bitcoin and say that this isn't a Ponzi scheme. So I don't know. Mm. Hold on to your dick, bitch. We're going for a spin. Hold on to your dick, bitch. We're doing this again. Hold on to your dick, bitch. What you're doing is a sin. Cremonio, dude. Yo, I found $36. It was a lot of money, bro. God bless my God. That's the good thing I knew you was gonna say I don't care. What? I think that's bitching, bro. I think it's badass. Dude, anytime you can find any amount of money or get any amount of money, hell yeah, it's a victory. It's a victory, brother. Oh, this is a breathe right strip. This actually expands the nostrils and allows it also allows me to sleep a lot better. So I wear it while I'm sleeping, so I don't snore so bad. Definitely helps reduce my snoring. It was getting to be a bit of a problem, my snoring, and I decided I was like, well, I need to make a better choice in my life. So if I'm going to keep snoring the way I snore, which is really violent and really hard, then but yeah, it's just a breathe right strip. It just kind of expands it. Help. It also just is nice to wear. Expands the nostrils. I can take in more air, which is great. And then Cremonio says, for me, November will give me good lucks for me. Hell yeah, dude. Get that luck. You gotta get the luck, man. You gotta get the luck. That happens. A little exhausted, you guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. This is great shit. You guys ready? Standing on the edge of forever. Cremonio asks, what are your good lucks? I don't know what my good lucks would be. Definitely lucky to be human, that's for sure. Um, if I was to think anything else, there's a lot of things I'm lucky for. I still have my sight, and I'm very thankful for that. My ability to hear, a lot of stuff. I got, somebody who really loves me, and I love her, and that's perfect. I mean, really couldn't ask for more, man. So I've lived so far. I've had my ups and downs in life, but I've lived a pretty blessed one for the most part. So feel pretty good. But luck. You can't ride on luck forever. Um, you just kind of have to do the best you can with what you got. I mean, in a lot of ways, like it's good luck just to be alive. But like there's more to life than just luck. It's choices, decisions. You gotta figure out what your best is. Yeah, have some conviction, make some decisions. Do the right stuff and that sort of thing. But no, I think I got pretty good luck so far. Like I said, life definitely has its ups and downs for sure. Look at these nuts says, luckily I got out of Bitcoin without losing any of my investment, but damn, did I lose a ton of gains in a short amount of time. That's the thing about Bitcoin is one of the reasons I bet against Bitcoin so heavily is is just because of how volatile it is. And the fact that it's almost near $100,000 with like an over $2 trillion market cap proves to me that Bitcoin's a joke. Having said that, though, I mean, there should be a downturn at some point because Bitcoin isn't worth anything. and people are just pumping it and pumping it and pumping it, and they're like, hey, let's get it to $100,000. And the sad part is they just might. There's a lot of dumb money out there that thinks Bitcoin's a good investment, and it isn't. It's really, really volatile in all the bad ways, by the way. Bitcoin's just shit. It's not valuable. The software behind Bitcoin's valuable, but it's open source, so it's like you can't really own it. You can use the the program itself, come up with your own cryptocurrency and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of pointless. Cremonio says sometimes other months will inspire and share you good lucks. Pray to God if you need good lucks. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Let's see. Cremonio and says it's sometimes worth it to pray to God to it's 72% value. Yeah, hell yeah. By the way, you guys, how am I sounding right now? Do I sound a little too loud, a little too low? What do you guys think? Do I need to lower the decibel levels or heighten them, or are you guys even having trouble hearing what I'm saying? If there's anything, or if the audio sounds good, let me know if that sounds good. If it really sounds good, because I want to make sure. If it sounds bad, I want to fix a few things. If it sounds good, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, I just think that betting against Bitcoin's a really good opportunity, no matter what. It's just one I never want to miss. Let's see. Oh, sound is spot on. All right, sounds good to me, man. So thank you. Look at these nuts. Sound spot on. As long as it sounds good, not too loud, not too low. That's perfect, man. Cremonio says because it would be the correct 10% minimal correct. Yep, absolutely, man. But this is wild. We're living in an interesting time where sometimes I'm just not too sure. You know what I mean? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Is Bitcoin all that it's cut out to be? Not really, in my opinion, but to each their own. Oh man, I was trying to get Biddy at lower prices, but it's looking like the lowest I could get the Biddy at was $23.52 a share. It's back up to $23.63. So here's the thing, man. I just think that Bitcoin, while it may go to $100,000 tonight, it may also not. The funny thing is, all these people are trying to pump it up, right? And eventually the dumb money dies. The dumb money eventually dies. That means it runs out. And when the dumb money eventually runs out, what happens is people are like, well, I made enough gains on this, so I might as well sell where I'm at. But there's also people who are afraid to hold because they're like, they're afraid of missing out. They're like, well, can it get past 100,000? I don't know, but I still think it's a pump and dump scheme. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency in general, is just a stupid pump and dump. I don't believe in it at all. Because it could be correct 10% minimal correct, and it is, although 90% incorrect. People do seem to pick a random number and automatically dump. Mine would be 99,990. I mean, me, for instance, like I said, the higher it goes up, I don't sell any of my Bitcoin. I just buy more of the Biddy, because in the event that Bitcoin rapidly goes down, the price of the Biddy rapidly goes up, obviously. So it's just kind of feels like a smart thing for me to do, at least in my situation. And that's just kind of the way that I pull it off, the way I do all this shit. Yeah, it's looking like I think it's gonna go back down. Bitcoin, that is. Man, my average cost for the Biddy keeps getting lower and lower. But yeah, it's wild. Do you think money is also not? I don't know, man. But when Bitcoin is in the news, it makes a major run up. Yeah, it absolutely does, man. Well, and that's because Bitcoin only has what's called perceptual value. It doesn't have any intrinsic value. It doesn't have any natural value. It just has perceived value. So because it has all this perceived value, it's worthless. Anything with perceived value and no intrinsic value is clownery. It's a clown show, and it's not worth your time. Now, you could talk to your financial advisors and see if Ponzi scheme coin, I mean Bitcoin, is right for you. You know, go for it. But Bitcoin is trash. It is. It's a cool. And look, I love blockchain technology. I love the software behind it. I think it's a fascinating, incredible concept. But we can't keep pretending that it's all worth something, right? It's not. You can't even really own it, technically. Ramonio says that's why money should be an important subject of life to help and inspire your life and happiness. Here's the thing, man. I don't really care about money. I care about assets. I want as many different assets as I can get a hold of, because I know at the end of the day, money's worthless, but assets are everything. And I want to repeat that again. Money is worthless. Money is worthless. And assets are everything. Assets are the real pieces of wealth. Productive assets, preferably. I love stocks. I love REITs because it's real estate that's leased out. So I'm all about invest, and just keep on investing. And I think Bitcoin might actually have just hit a wall, and I hope it did, because I don't know, Bitcoin's worthless. I keep saying it. I'll say it a million times again, but the fact that it was able to peak over 97,000 is a little insane to me. Yeah, the one thing I love about this ETF is it does the exact opposite of Bitcoin itself. So, which is perfect. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some chili real quick. Just hold the fort, everybody. Finishing this off with a chili and cheese sandwich. Do a little mukbang here real quick. Mini mukbang for Bitcoin mukbangs. Here we go. So I got chili in the pot, chili in the pot, chili in the pot. And I love chili, as you all know. I love chili mac. I didn't make any chili mac tonight. I'm a little disappointed in myself. There we go. There we are. One moment, folks. Chili and cheese. I mixed some mozzarella cheese into this chili, and then making a chili dog sandwich. Yeah, look at these nuts. Says my money's on land. Hell yeah, land is good. Land is a good thing, man. So good. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, the thing I invest in, man, for the most part, is just like I said, real estate investment trusts, um, stocks, bonds, mainly stocks though. I'm pretty diversified in stocks. I just love productive assets, and I love the fact that these are assets that are always growing and always growing their payouts every quarter. I love it. And the goal for me is just to remain as diversified as I possibly can. Um, I get myself into ETFs that are index ones primarily. Um, I'm also exposed to inverse ones too, like the Biddy, but that's for swing trading purposes. And I love swing trading, so I'm all about that swing trading life. Damn, dude, is Bitcoin getting Bitcoin's like fucking going up. But here's the thing, man: can Bitcoin actually eclipse $100,000? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened tonight, man. I could see that. I could see the whatever forces out there pumping it up, dude. Pumping it up. That's the problem with things like Bitcoin, man. It's all a bunch of hype. It's just people hyping it up, dude. And I'm here to bet against it. I'm here to bet against it fucking hard. And really, that's the smartest thing I can do. And it's definitely something worth betting against, in my opinion. I'm just happy because my unrealized gains have definitely saved a lot of my unrealized losses from buying the biddy slowly. The BITI, man, that's where it's at. This reminds me of having a chili dog at 7-Eleven. Ah, good old chili dogs, man. But yeah, I'm all about, like, love the 7-Eleven chili though. Like, chili nachos, man, from 7-Eleven. That's where it's at. Yeah, I mean, like, I own a lot of different businesses just because, you can own businesses through buying shares of companies. I love it. I'm all about it. So this brand of chili is Southgate. Southgate chili, man. It's definitely not the greatest chili in the world. My favorite chili brands though are Nally's. Nally's is definitely number one. That's for sure. Stag is up there. There was another one. I'm always forgetting this one. Stag is definitely my number two though. Hormel chili. Actually, sometimes Hormel. I don't know. I'll put. That's a tough one. I like to put Hormel at 3 though, but Southgate when it comes to my chili rankings is definitely. It's not bad. It still works. Actually, the worst chili I've ever had was the Campbell's Chunky Soup. So Campbell's came out with their own chili, and it was god awful. I was not a fan of it at all. Normally, I'm a fan of chili, but this was bad, dude. So I made a vow not to purchase that shit again. I still ate the other cans that I bought. I mean, it was still edible, obviously, but yeah, Southgate though. I love Southgate chili. Mm. God, I love chili. So good. Mm. Nothing better than like a chili sandwich. Cause you 2 pieces of bread, man. Mm. Oh, so look at these nuts. Says Campbell's soup has changed. Something different about it. Yeah, I was gonna say when it comes down to the Campbell soup overall, I still do love like the sirloin burger one. That one's just so fantastic. Sirloin burger. I love the Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I'm always about that life. Um, what's the other one? I definitely love their chunky soups, though. I'm definitely a chunky soup kind of boy when it comes down to it, but mm-mm-mm. Hell yeah. Be right back. Getting a little bit of this. Um, I don't know, man. Not sure. It's all right, though. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, now outside your house, dude. Hell yeah. Don't throw. Man, don't throw rocks at the owl. Just wanted to make. I mean, hopefully you just were giving him warning shots or something. That way he would just go away. But hopefully you didn't hit the owl. Just be nice to the little guy. Owls are so fucking cool, though, dude. It would be pretty pimp to be able to like befriend an owl, like have an owl hang around the place. I'd be like stoked. Cremonio says it's called effective efficiency because every life years has like millions of effects that pass your like luck down days. I mean, I'm not too sure what you're saying, Cremonio, but that's all right, man. Interesting. No. Sweet little Spot. What a cutie. He's a little sweet kitty. Oh, such a good cat. Oh man, Spot is so cute. She's just a sweet little orange kitty. I love orange cats, man. They're so awesome. Um, just a sweet cat though overall. Well, I appreciate your insight, Cremonio. I appreciate your insight, brother. All right, you guys. I think I'm done doing live streams for the night. I don't think. I honestly thought at first that Bitcoin was gonna hit 100K. I really did. Oh wait, maybe it will. Hold on. So currently, click coin my Bitcoin is at $97,451. Nope, 500. Wow, it's going up there by a little more bitty. Real quick on the bitty. Damn, dude. I just got Biddy at the steal of a deal, dude. Damn, I've got a total of 73 shares of the Biddy. Let's see here. Hell yeah, dude. Well, you know what? Let's take a live look at Bitcoin. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, here's a live chart. All right, so we got Bitcoin, my click coin, rocking the 97,000 here. Let's take a look. See, will Bitcoin get to $100,000? I would be really shocked. I'm not gonna lie. It would blow my mind if that really does happen. And if it does, I actually might need to sell some positions here. All right. This is huge, you guys. This is like, man, the biddy's at all-time lows right now. And I'm buying the biddy, dude. I'm committed. I'm committed just because Bitcoin's so trash. And that this perceptual value that's happening is garbage. So Bitcoin's at 97,520. Oh, it's going down. Can Bitcoin reach $100,000? That is the question on everybody's mind right now. I personally don't think it will, but we shall see. Look at these nuts, says it's going to hit 100K. It'll hit 100K, then drop, then rise after the news coverage, and all the suckers will lose it all. The thing is, like I said, I bought into Bitcoin at a pretty early start, at a pretty early price. So I never sold Bitcoin. I still have never sold my position. Well, I did sell a little bit of it at one point, but I pretty much bet against my position the entire time. It's really crazy. As Bitcoin goes up, I just bet against it even more. I bet against the price movements. Yeah, this is wild. 97,000, man. Yeah, the question is, will it actually go to 100K? And I guess the real question is, when does the madness end? I just feel like it's just crazy that people worship the Bitcoin. Yeah, it's really, yeah, Biddy's, yeah, because Bitcoin's on this bull run, Biddy's taking a dive. We're at this is all-time high. This is an all-time high. I've never seen Bitcoin get to this point. Bitcoin has never reached this high. Ever. What we're witnessing is a little bit of history right now. We are witnessing the highest point that Bitcoin has ever gotten to. Right here, right now. So. This is crazy, you guys. This is wild. Think about this. We're at the precipice of something kind of a little magical. You know, while I'm not the biggest Bitcoin fan in the world, it's pretty impressive. But this is a collective of people who are gamblers. It's for sure. It attracts the gambler community more than anything. And what we're seeing here is Bitcoin going up, going down. What price will it end up being? It's tough to say. But one thing is for certain, Bitcoin is still a Ponzi scheme. And I mean, the sooner that people can realize that, I honestly believe the better. Because the thing is, for your own mental health, I think if you can just admit how ridiculous it is, you can kind of come out of this with a better person. But most people really think that because the price of Bitcoin goes up, it means that it's valuable. It just means that a lot of people are pumping into it at one time, really upping the selling pressure. So there's so many people buying right now, and nobody's really selling as much as they're, there's so much buying pressure that of course it's just going to keep going up in value because nobody wants to sell. So everybody wants to buy up, but people, the psychology of the modern investor, of any investor, the average investor, is basically to be a gambler. That's the psychology of the modern investor, of any investor really, is to gamble. So we're seeing Bitcoin at $100,000, I think, even though I don't really want to say that, because I really think that Bitcoin doesn't deserve to be recognized in that way. I think Bitcoin is not a real asset. People say it is, but just because it's labeled as an asset on fucking Coinbase or fucking Robinhood does not mean it's a real asset. It's a real liability, though. It's a sweet digital liability. And it's a monetary black hole. But if people will keep putting their money into it, and they're going to keep being morons about it, and that's fine. Let them be morons. We'll let them do their thing. But they're going to lose out in the end. So keep up the good fight or whatever. Our government has invested in Bitcoin, yeah, but even though our government's invested in it, still doesn't mean, in my opinion, that Bitcoin's even worth it. Let's see. Cremonio says, "Are you a big fan of Spotify or no?" I love Spotify for podcasts because I don't really listen to podcasts, but I do enjoy making these episodes and then putting them out as a podcast. So these episodes where I'm having live conversations with you guys on the chat, where I'm talking to you guys, replying to you guys, all this shit ends up going up on Spotify. So you guys are a little bit famous. So it's really cool. I'm gathering more of a following though on Spotify, which is really nice, and hopefully I still keep making more money on the Spotify partner program. We shall see. It's up in the air there. It's up in the air with YouTube, but as long as I follow the rules accordingly, delete the right videos and keep the right videos, and I think everything will be good. Crossing my fingers here. To the best of my ability. Damn my love, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think what we're doing here is this is fantastic, man. Woo. And I know that it's not wrong. And I know we took it too far. But yeah. So what we're doing. Herky jerky price movements is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, I think I'm a best fan of Spotify. Hell yeah, dude. Spotify needs live stream. I would love to do a live stream on Spotify. It's pretty tough though because Spotify is pretty much podcasting and music and stuff, so they don't really do live anything. But it would be nice if they did live something. I will say that is one of the advantages of doing YouTube is I can actually do a live event, live show every time I want to, and really just talk to you guys and have fun being around you guys, enjoying your presence in the moment. So I really like it. Cremonio says Spotify live streams doesn't matter. Spotify songs or playlists to hear matter. Hell yeah. Look at these nuts, says. Can you imagine how many millions of dollars are flowing into Bitcoin right now? Actually, it's more like billions, surprisingly. So right now, as we speak, the more it goes up, there are people are funneling, maybe not each individual, obviously, but like several 100,000 amount, however many people are out there throwing their money into Bitcoin. These are gamblers, straight up. These people think that Bitcoin's going to go up forever, and it could. Any asset in theory, even if it's unlikely, can go up forever. Which is one of the reasons why I hold on to the Bitcoin that I have, because if Bitcoin does go up forever, then I'll never really truly lose anything in my bets against Bitcoin. So it's kind of a win-win situation there. At least in my mind. But yeah. Ow. Cremonio says, what is Bitcoin used for and matter also? I mean, Bitcoin's pretty much used by unethical people majority of the time. It's usually used by human traffickers, hackers. It's terrible people. Really shitty people typically tend to use Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. So it's really just used by the shit scumbags of the earth. And sadly, it's been glorified as a good thing, and it's not. But yeah, it's basically for basic. Who knows? It's basically just a bunch of Jeffrey Epstein's, you know. So Bitcoin's not a good thing, in my opinion. Bitcoin sucks. All cryptocurrencies in general suck. They're pretty much, it's just money laundering, but you just don't have to deal with any of the fees and shit of having to transfer your money because it's all in a big ledger. But there's no real true transfer that happens in Bitcoin, oddly enough. So anyway, Bitcoin's it's a big giant Ponzi scheme, and I'm happy to reveal it as such. But yeah, honestly, the higher the price goes in a short amount of time, the more I'm proven right that it's just a big old pump and dump. That people are pumping it up only to dump it out. Bitcoin, if Bitcoin was so valuable, how come it wasn't at 100,000 before? You know what I mean? The reason it was never at 100,000 before is because Bitcoin ultimately really hasn't changed. Nothing about Bitcoin has fundamentally changed, which is why I find it so hilarious. By the way, it's going up higher and higher. So that means I could bet against it more and more. Oh, lordy. Mm-mm-mm. No, it still is a 23.35 mark. All right. This is good, you guys. This is really good. This buffer is nice. I mean, because if Bitcoin really does get to $100,000, like that will blow my mind a little bit. I think Bitcoin should go down. All it takes is negative news against Bitcoin on a massive scale, and then the price just plummets because everybody sells off in a panic. Everybody should know this is a gambler's asset. Bitcoin is straight up a gambler's asset, and if you don't realize it, I'm sorry. It just is. And hopefully people realize it. They probably won't, and that's quite all right. As we see, the price is currently at $97,509 per coin. We could get to 98,000. That is a possibility. How much is Biddy worth per share? Currently the Biddy is at, and this is all after the reverse split that happened with it. Biddy is currently at $23.36 a share. In this week, it's gone down $2.66, 10%. And then in the last month, it has gone down 33.17% in value. 3 months before that, let's say 3 months overall before today, 42.11%. But the thing is, I don't put all my money into the Biddy at one time. I just slowly trickle buy, is what I like to call it. So trickle buying is very simple. I own a lot of Bitcoin. I got into Bitcoin early, right? So the gains that I get from the Bitcoin that I own are basically covering any unrealized losses. So I'll buy a share of the Biddy periodically as the price goes down and down and down and down and down and down and down. If Biddy keeps going down, I'm going to keep being a consistent buyer because I want to make sure that I'm exposed to the Biddy. It's just a good way to bet against Bitcoin. And plus, you never know when Bitcoin is going to flash crash. It could flash crash at any time. Bitcoin is worthless. So, and look, here's the thing. So let's just say let's say I'm wrong about Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin goes to $1 million per coin, right? Let's say that actually did happen. Well, if it did happen, I would be pretty fucking rich, to be quite frank with you guys, to be quite honest. I'd be very wealthy if that eventuality, if that ever actually happened. But I would still be betting against Bitcoin by buying one share of the Biddy as the Biddy goes down in share value. Because, like I said, my unrealized gains cover any of my unrealized losses. So it's a win-win situation for me in a lot of ways. I like Wells Fargo. I own Wells Fargo stock. I don't bank with them at all, but I own pretty much at least a share of all the major banks. Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. I have some JP Morgan Chase, but that's in an ETF. It's exposed there in an ETF. What else do I got? Tommy Temper says the election is already built into Bitcoin's price. Tommy, are you a Bitcoin shill? I am not. I am the anti-Bitcoin guy. I am just going to say that right now. I don't want anybody to feel deceived, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to see if Bitcoin actually can hit $100,000. Will Bitcoin hit $100,000? I believe there's enough stupid people out there with enough dumb money to pump up this worthless piece of shit. And I think it could happen. I don't want it to happen because I think that's bad for everything, but it could happen. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. Cremonio says, did Abraham Lincoln make the Bitcoin app in the 1880s or no? Lincoln is Satoshi. Satoshi, I think. That's how it goes. Damn, dude, Biddy keeps going down. Hey, the more the Biddy goes down, the better, dude. I need the Biddy to go down. I don't know, bit. Looks like similar to Abraham Lincoln's business advertisements. But yeah, dude, I'm honestly really excited about this. This is a good thing. You know, I think, you know, what we're seeing from Bitcoin in general, it needs to crash. Tommy Temper says it was at $25,000 months ago. Sure to crash at some point. You're damn right. And that's another thing I'm kind of banking on. I would love to see Bitcoin crash down. If Bitcoin crashed down to $25,000, if like it kept going down slowly and slowly and slowly every day, I would be one rich son of a bitch. That's all I gotta say. I'd be one rich motherfucker. That's if Bitcoin crashes, though. I need it to crash. But it's looking like it's gonna go maybe to $100,000. Maybe not tonight, but it could. I mean, really, there's enough people with enough willingness out there to pump it up. There's enough people on Reddit, maybe, with enough dumb money. I'm betting against him, though. Oh, shit, dude. 23.27? Damn, dude. This is good. This is good, dude. Hold on. It's at 23.30. I will admit, you guys, I am a little bit tired at the moment, but I may have to end the stream here. I guess it's not gonna hit 100,000. I don't think it's gonna hit 100,000. It could inch close. I think it could, but I just am not seeing it, man. Just not seeing it. What we need is a live view of the biddy. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I want to look up a live view of the biddy. Hold on. Oh shit! Well, I'm getting biddy at a low price. Might be getting biddy at a way lower price. You know, it's the funny thing is, I bet a lot of people hate. You know, the irony is, people hated Abraham Lincoln as much back in the day, just as much as a lot of the crazy lefties hate Donald Trump. It's because Abraham Lincoln was a forward thinker, the same way as Donald Trump. Man, they're both forward thinkers. Some people won't agree with me on that. I don't need them to, because I know what I know. But yeah, it's saying, well, the 2411 actually, it's not showing the after hours. The after hours are what I'm really curious about, and that's what I'm seeing on Robinhood real quick. So the funny thing is, the only reason I'm able to buy Biddy right now, by the way, is because on Robinhood you could do overnight trading. So I'm able to still get the Biddy at pretty good prices, pretty low prices right now. This is going to be interesting to see what the result's going to be tomorrow, though. All right, you guys, I really am tired. I should probably call it quits tonight. Thank you guys for viewing, though. I really appreciate it. Let's hope that Bitcoin goes down to zero instead of $100,000, but there's probably enough dumb money out there to pump it up. So we shall see just how dumb the money can be. Thank you guys, though. I really appreciate y'all, and I do hope you all have an incredible, sexy rest of the